Hey guys, this is Eric from ET Figure Unboxing, and in this video, we're gonna take a look at a SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Chaser Mach. So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but this is obviously a combined form from Chaser and Mach. Here's the left side of the box. Here is the right side of the box. The arches extend to the right, and here is the back of the box. And let's not waste any more time and bust this thing open and see what we got. Alright, so here we have the figure itself still in the packaging, and as you guys can see, this is probably one of the laziest design I have ever seen from Kamen Rider. And I understand that it's a combination of the two riders, but I think they could have done a little bit better instead of just combining the suits. Literally combining the suits, just bits and parts. But you know, I'm a really big Kamen Rider fan, especially Drive, so I just have to get it. I'm a sucker, you know, like they're getting money from people like me. He doesn't even come with a whole lot, 2 pairs of hands, a signal axe, and a gun and a scarf. Basically exactly the same accessories count as Chaser, except for the scarf and the gun. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and jump straight into the figure and see what we got. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and he looks amazing. But I still can't get over how lazy they are with the design of the suit. They could have given us like a different head sculpt or something, maybe like a combined head from Chaser and Mach. Especially it's a really emotional moment in the show, but that's not the fault of the figure. The figure is really nice. Here's the closer look, and just look at all that design and everything. It's exactly like we would imagine, and just a closer look at the Mach driver, and it looks really cool. And we do have the Chaser driver in there, like the Chaser ship car. But yeah, let's jump straight into the articulation and see what we got. Alright, so for the articulation, it should be really standard. They are using what I call the version 1.5 body mold. All the Kamen Rider Drive figures have that. He can look up and down, no problem. And the visor opens like the previous Kamen Rider Mach. It's exactly the same. And he can turn 360, no problem. There's bicep swivel, there's bicep curl, and they're all really stiff, so I really like that. Like, the figure feels really solid. I really like the consistency they do with that. And the ab crunch, he can, I think, yeah, there's a really good ab crunch. It's kind of stiff. I don't really want to force it, but you guys get the idea. And featuring the bolt joint they have over here on the hip. And this thing can turn, so he can pull out the rider kick, no problem. And this thing is on a softer material, so it doesn't hinder the articulation. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation. He does have pivot and everything, and it's exactly like what you would imagine from a Kamen Rider Drive figures if you're used to it. And yeah, let's jump straight into the accessories and see what we got. Alright, so for the accessory, Chaser Mach came with a pair of display open hands, and that looks really cool. It's really standard. Every Kamen Rider has this by now, so there's nothing surprising, and that looks really cool. Alright, so next up we have a pair of weapon holding hands, and here is the signal axe, and this is exactly the same as the one we had with Chaser. He also came with the gadgets where you can turn the lights on and off. I'm not gonna bother doing that, and I apologize for it. I really don't want to pick it apart. And here we also have the gun from the Kamen Rider Mach. I forgot the name of the gun, but yeah, I'm still really mad that they don't have separate hands for these weapons, because you know, these are not the same thickness. So it's really annoying when you like stretch the hand out over time, but you know, there's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, let's see what it looks like. Alright, so here we have the figure holding the weapon, and it looks really good. But my only problem is that I'm still really annoyed by the hand. So the hand is designed in a way that it doesn't hold the gun all too well, and it doesn't hold the axe too well either. I know they're trying to do this like, you know, 2-in-1 kind of thing, but it doesn't hold either of the weapon well. Like, this is really loose for SH Figuarts standards. And this thing doesn't even look like it fits. So they could have made like 2 pairs of hands and just for him to hold different weapons. And especially this figure is so expensive, I don't see a reason why they don't want to do that. Like, that is really lazy. But yeah, other than that, this is really cool figure. Let's jump straight into size comparison. Alright, so for the size comparison, let's go with my favorite first. Here is Baron Banana arms, and that looks really good. They're about the same size, I believe, approximately. And next up, I have the SH Figuarts Kakashi over here, and Kakashi is slightly taller than most of the Kamen Riders, and that looks pretty good. I have him holding the Sparta 300 spear, and some of you are more familiar with my other reviews. Here is Sasuke wearing the cloak as well. That looks pretty good. And next up, I have Mace Windu, which I just recently reviewed, like maybe yesterday, and that looks really good. Mace Windu is a really tall fella. Like, he's one of my taller figures right now, I think. Here I have Lupin the Third. He's also very recent, and I'm really in love with all these capes, so don't mind me. He can't really stand too well, but you get the idea. And next up, I have the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. I have this review up as well, so do check it out. And same goes for the Kamen Rider Ghost. Ghost looks a little bit more bulky in general, because with the design. And I have Figma Gong over here. Looks pretty good. And of course we have Figma Levi. I should give Levi a coat. Yeah. And we have Obi-Wan over here, just by chance. And yeah, I think that's it for the figures I have over there. Let's move him to the right and see what we got over there. So we have some Avengers and Naruto doing the crazy crossover. And here is Kamen Rider Chase, Mach. Alright, so that looks pretty good. And let's take a look at the stuff I have behind the backdrop. I have prepared some more Kamen Riders over there. They're mostly from Drive. And let's check them out. Oh, I really don't want to knock anything over, so let's take a look. So of course we have the Mach and the Chaser over there, as we saw earlier in the review. But here I have Proto Drive, and I also have, wait, let me just line that up better. And I have Type Wild over here, and I have Mach over here. Really have to pull that up. So yeah, I have Mach. So he is a little bit shorter. Oh, I'm actually quite surprised. So he is about the same size as Chaser, because Chaser is a little bit shorter. So yeah, that is kind of annoying though. Wait, let me really find out like how tall he is, because he should be the same height as the Mach if we want to make this accurate. All right, so they are kind of on the same height, I think, more or less. But yeah, it will be kind of annoying if they're not on the same scale. But yeah, I think that's it for the size comparison. Wait, let me just slowly move there so you guys can see a little bit more of what I have over here. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. And yeah, let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I really do highly recommend the figure. But that's only because I'm a really big fan of Kamen Rider Drive. And I don't think this figure is for everyone. He costs around $80. And this kind of character is aimed towards the people who are a little bit more hardcore. Because he only appeared in like, what, 2 episodes? So that's not very cool. Wait, actually it's 1 episode. I can't remember, but yeah, anyways. I still think they could have included a little bit more, maybe like pay a little bit more attention with the gripping hands, because he can't really grip his weapon too well. I mean, it's sufficient, but it could have been better. Like, just 1 more pair of hands. And I understand that they might be cutting their costs because they're focusing on a lot of other stuff. They're going on with the 2.0 Dragon Ball body, and some of the Star Wars and the new Naruto's, and even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and some of the DC stuff and WWE's. So I can kind of understand that, but I don't know. This is still a good figure, but yeah, not for everyone. But yeah, I think that's it from me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Eric. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, and I'll be doing Future Trunks and Spectre by tomorrow, I think. Kamen Rider Spectre. And yeah, keep your eye out for that one. Peace.